Influence is a series that follows us as we interview some of the city's most familiar creatives to learn what goes into producing some of their most viral moments while peeling back the curtain behind their marketing strategies. You recognize Mark and I from Foodie Bros, but we've brought more firepower. Longtime friend and cinematographer Darien is on board to help bring these stories to light. So if you've been following us so far, but you've always wanted a more behind the scenes look into how it all works, welcome to Influenced.
Do what you gotta do. Say what you gotta say. I don't like all this attitude. Play how you wanna play. See what you're gonna see. Feel what you're gonna feel. I don't really like your dishonesty, but I'ma sit back and chill. Oh, ooh, you a sneaker. Nobody's slicker than me. I hear them cheap words. Nobody's slicker than me.
All right, to season 1 of Influence. Yeah? Cheers. Pops. Yo, mics are rolling.
Mics are on, man.
Mics are on.
Oh.
We're all good to go?
Yeah, this is another one.
All right. So let's have at it. Selvin and Mark, or as you're more commonly known across social media platforms, Foodie Bros. I'm sure your viewers would have plenty of questions they'd like to ask you if given the chance. So this will be an opportunity for the two of you to tell some otherwise unknown parts of your story. You two have visited a wide variety of venues, from larger franchises to even home kitchens. So first thing I want to ask you is, what goes into the process of deciding which businesses you visit?
Shoot. Well, first off, we try to target a lot of the businesses that are voiceless, the ones that don't have a platform. We used our platform to give those small businesses or businesses that didn't have a social media for themselves or very little following, just their own space to call home, right? So we built a community based off of just creating that platform. I feel as if we've connected with a lot of businesses that genuinely want us there. And it feels good to be invited to a table that you're really not asking to be at. So whenever we do get that invitation and it's mutually respected on both levels by us and the businesses that want us there, it just feels better. It feels good. Yeah, I think we visited some crazy spots, but we started visiting what? Like
Places that we frequented ourselves,
yeah, like
right? And that we generally loved.
yes. We have like a lemon approach, right? Like
Right.
why start with a new lemon if you could squeeze all the juices out of like the old one, right? But it's a true
it makes
it's a true
sense.
concept.
It makes sense.
And then why visit new places
Yeah.
when there are places that
we've
visited?
already been to,
Yes,
right? Either with our families, friends, you name it, right?
exactly.
And we love it, so why not show it?
Show
bring
you
it
guys.
to light and show it to you guys.
And you know what? Ironically, that's where the platform started taking off, when we
Yeah.
genuinely started showing people places that we liked ourselves.
Right.
And we then built a community around places that we genuinely like to
Right.
visit and we want to showcase to you, right? So
Exactly.
was good.
Exactly.
a lot of the footage that you see, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's raw shots. We basically come in and we turn the camera on. We want to build genuine relationships with the store owners and the businesses themselves.
Right.
So when we come in, our cameras are always rolling, our stuff is always going,
Yeah.
and that's why you get a lot of that footage that's pretty genuine and authentic, right?
Exactly.
Oh, well, at least we think it is, right?
We try.
We try.
We 100% try.
We try. But when we do visit a business, it's about the relationships and it's about the individuals that are part of that business.
Right.
We are not transactional. So what ends up happening is any relationship we build, whether you see us talking to a business owner or talking to a staff member, those are genuine relationships that we value. It's not all about coming in, eating the food and leaving.
Mhm.
It's about getting to know the people that we're basically working with in order to bring light to that business.
Exactly.
So, Selvin, you just tied off there talking about forming genuine connections with people. But I've seen this accusation thrown out more than once. I'm sure the both of you have. So let's just rip off the Band-Aid for everybody. Are you guys industry plants?
I don't know. Are we?
Honestly, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I
At the
didn't even know.
beginning, it might have seemed that way based on how quickly we grew.
Right. In a matter of months.
Months,
would say,
basically,
yeah,
right?
right.
But honestly, no. We've been in the business of business development for well over a decade now, and a lot of the content you see is pretty much now us putting ourselves in the forefront or in front of the camera. In the past, we were behind the camera creating content for other businesses and and people in need. So now when we're in front of the camera, I guess the appearance comes off as if like we did come out of nowhere because of how fast the growth of Foodie Bros in the channel was, right?
Yeah, that's so true.
So no, we're not industry plants, but yes, we're very hardworking people that have been helping businesses for a long time.
Very long time.
So I guess Foodie Bros has given you two the opportunity to be more front-facing rather than behind the scenes with the marketing that you've been doing for other companies up until this point. So, Mark, how does that contrast with your history of mainly being behind the camera?
Being in front of the camera, it's not easy. It's not easy. People think it is, but it's not. I'm kind of used to it, but I'm still adjusting because being in front of the camera is a whole different ballgame. It's a whole different ballgame. Like being behind it is a lot more easier than being in front of it for sure. That's what I think.
He's right. We've messed up a couple times.
A lot.
A lot. a lot.
And we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I've got a question about that coming up.
Yeah.
So you two call yourselves Foodie Bros, but are you true foodies?
See, the thing with that name is when we were first brainstorming, Mark hated it. He absolutely hated it.
With a passion, I didn't like it. Because you know what? Like growing up in a Caribbean household, not really growing up, but being in a Caribbean household, that's all I heard, that term foodie. Do you want your foodie? Are you ready for your foodie? I never thought it would come around to where it is right now.
Okay, so there's kind of two parts to the answer, right? Considering ourselves Foodie Bros or the naming the channel Foodie Bros, you know, a foodie is somebody that is obsessed with food or that is, you know, basically eats everything. They love everything. They venture off. They do different things, right? So we wanted to essentially put that in there because we are going to be trying different dishes and we wanted to cater to an audience that is the foodie audience. So that's first thing.
Right.
The second thing is your bro. Your bro is like your friend, your brother, you know, your companion, your trusted person.
That's correct.
And we wanted to basically bring them together and fuse them as your trusted partner that's going to help you find good food or your best food or just all food in general. So we kind of put them together.
If you look at our logo, you'll see what we mean.
Yes, our
Take a look
logo
at the logo.
Our logo is
Yeah,
very
just
telling.
Look at it. You'll see.
It's very telling.
So, Selvin, you would say that you're not a foodie?
No, no, I'm not. And that's where we want to draw the line in the sand right
Yes,
now.
please.
We are not food reviewers. We are not people that are well trained in culinary arts, that we know enough about food in order to call ourselves food reviewers. And I believe it's a title that comes with a lot of responsibility, and we don't want anybody to feel as if we uphold that responsibility. I am the pickiest guy ever, and I don't eat a lot of stuff. So with that said, no, I wouldn't consider myself a foodie by chance at all.
Let me go off of what he was saying. He is super picky, yes, but I will eat anything. I shouldn't say anything, but I will eat certain things that he will not touch.
Correct.
Let me tell you that.
Correct.
All right. I'll take a burger and I'll put peanut butter and I'll put a pineapple on it. He'll be like, but no way.
Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. He eats the unknown, and I refuse to eat the unknown.
And I enjoy it, eh?
So when he puts pineapples and stuff on his burger, just know that's his burger and mine is a plain one. That's it.
So those answers that you just gave imply that you've been to a few places where you didn't like the food. What did you do in those cases?
Woo! That's a question.
That we didn't like the food, eh?
There's a ton of places we've been that we didn't like the food. And the simple answer is we're very polite about it.
Exactly.
We understand that different, palates for different people, different people like different types of food. So we've selectively told these store owners themselves. We feel as if you don't need to go public with something like that. If the store owners themselves and the business owners that have cooked the meal for you can get help from us in regards to what we
Right.
didn't like,
Right.
maybe other people have made those similar notes and they can change, fix, or adjust it. Then again, if other people liked it and we didn't, maybe it's just a palate thing with us.
That's,
But there is a few that we didn't like. You care to share your story about your
man.
sushi?
The sushi. Wow, why'd you bring that up?
An unknown spot.
Unknown spot, not naming any names. I love my sushi. I do. He's not a sushi guy. But he's slowly transitioning into liking it just a bit. But we went to a spot and we had some good sushi, but it came to a point where there was like just raw sushi on the plate. Right? It was raw. So I said, let me try it. So I was like, oh, you sure you wanna do that? That's this question all the time. Are you sure, Mark? Are you sure? I said, yes, I'm gonna do it. So I ate it, and it was the worst experience of my life because I never had like just raw sushi. I don't think I'll ever do that again.
No, the look on his face when he ate that salmon,
Oh man.
it was pretty bad.
And I chewed that for like 10 minutes.
Yes.
And then I just,
It's pretty bad.
it
Pretty bad.
was pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
So, Selvin, just now you mentioned giving advice to business owners in these cases where you weren't a fan of what was on the menu. Were there any situations where a business owner took the advice that the two of you gave them to heart and actually did implement changes for the better?
Yes, and I'll say this: from the business development world, you're trained at least to point out when you see something that's not right, and it goes to food, obviously, in regards to your taste and how you're tasting it, but it also goes towards even just how something looks. It could be a signage, it could be graphics, it could be the way they present a specific menu item. So we've found many situations where we've been able to help other businesses, even down to basically who to bring in order to help their business,
Right.
the proper way to manage their social. But if you're talking specifically towards food, we've definitely experienced a unique situation where we did go in, we tried the food wasn't up to our standards,
Right.
and our standards are pretty much, do we like it or not? So,
Pretty much,
it's
we don't give
take
any
it for what
rating, and we don't give ratings or anything like
No.
that. It's just
take it for what it is.
It's genuine,
We
yeah.
just weren't big fans of it. But we also went in and we read the reviews on
did.
that restaurant
We
as
did.
well too. And the reviews pointed out a lot of the things that we had also said. So with the reviews saying what they did and with us collectively saying what we did, the owner actually took what we said directly to heart.
Yep.
And he revamped his entire menu. He cleaned up some graphics, some advertising that he could do better. He readjusted and fixed things within his restaurant.
That's right.
And the results are amazing. And hopefully one day we'll be able to show that as a case study.
And you know what the best thing about that was?
Mm-hmm.
Is that he actually came back to us and told us directly the impact that we shown to him and his business.
And that's the key part about this is it's as much as we're in this to help these businesses advertise their food. If you see something that you can help them with, why not? Why not share it? Especially coming from the world of marketing. It's going to benefit them and it's going to put them in a better place.
100%.
So yeah, the fact that he came back and let us know
Yeah.
is really impactful and we appreciated that.
So we know not every business owner gets it right, not every restaurant gets it right. At the same time, not every influencer or reviewer or foodie bro gets it right.
True.
And over time, the two of you have made mistakes in some of your videos as well. Why do you guys leave them in?
Listen, we're not perfect and I have not met somebody that is. And if you are, hey man, good on you, you know? We leave them in because it keeps everything that we do authentic. Sometimes we spot them too late and that's our fault. But then other times we're just like, listen, if it's gonna really show that, not that we don't value what we do, but we're not gonna sweat the small stuff, then maybe it's an Easter egg that we leave in there for people to catch. And you know what? we rather laugh at ourselves first
Yo,
than let
yeah.
you laugh at
Oh,
us. So
yeah.
you'll see in the comments, we will definitely point it out that we've done that
Yep.
just because we know the backlash is coming from
Exactly.
social
We
media.
try to get ahead of the whole game, right?
Get ahead of it.
Try to get right ahead of it.
So you mean like the time you said there's a whole cow on this sandwich when it was just some bacon?
Man.
Okay, so let me explain that story. Darren, you could roll the clip. Maybe they can watch it for a couple
Yeah.
seconds here.
Roll it.
All right.
Selvin went full breakfast mode with the fried egg sandwich with mayo, cheddar, and a fried egg. And literally a whole cow, no exaggeration. They don't skimp on the meat.
All right, so let me explain what happened in that situation. We were doing Fancy Bodega, and by the way, amazing sandwiches at Fancy's.
great.
Oh my God, and the staff was amazing. We were doing the script
Yes.
for it the night after. So when I do the script and when we write it up, there's a lot that goes into it. But doing it late, don't do it late. For the love of God, don't do it late.
He misses so much.
I miss so much whenever I do it late, and then I'm gonna take blame for this because once I do it late, I pass it over to Mark,
Yeah.
and Mark has less time to review and go over.
Exactly.
So a lot of times it's like get it out,
You're right.
and then what that ends up happening.
But I miss it half the time too, right?
Correct. So it's like when I miss it, and you miss it.
I'm supposed to see it because he missed it, right?
Yes.
But then when we both miss it, it's a different.
So we're well aware that bacon comes from a pig.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
but that was a good Easter egg that we left in there.
Oh man.
Hey, I know I've made my mistakes, but pregnancy carvings?
Yo, I didn't mean that, man.
Okay. Tell people about the pregnancy carvings, Mark.
When we went to see Brady Bites at their home, we were doing the candy, the candied fruits, and the lady that was giving us the candies to try and to actually make, right? She had a pregnancy craving, all right? Craving. But I said, Stephanie explains a late night pregnancy carving sent Donnell on a mission to find the perfect mix of sweet candy and juicy fruit. Carving.
And you know what I'll say too?
Yeah.
It's a bit of what happened the line before, because the line before was, I think they were carving out a space in the candy industry.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it was
yeah.
supposed to be, it started from late night cravings. So I think he read carving and then carving.
And it just stuck, and I put that in there.
So we went back in the comment section and we basically put, nobody was harmed in the filming of this, except for Candy. No, nobody but Candy was harmed in the filming of this. So it was actually pretty unique. It was cool. It was different.
So you've explained a little bit about the process there with you alluded to Selvin, you write the scripts, Mark does the voiceover. Sometimes there can be some crossed wires there. Clearly the dynamic between the two of you is quite unique. Can you explain a bit more about your roles?
Yeah, and I think our roles at the start took time to develop over time, but you know, a lot of the creative development that goes into it starts from understanding the people that are there. So we do a lot of research into finding out what we're going into, their history, their background, their story, who they are. That gets all written down, and then also the food that goes into it.
Exactly.
Then basically I take all that information and I put it into a script. The script is from top to bottom, from we enter the door till
When we leave.
We leave and have our last bite, at the very end.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is after the script is written, I'm then able to pass it over to Mark here. And let me tell you, my voice is not made for a voiceover. So what happens is Mark does the voiceover. So the blend of the script and the voiceover both being written by me and my voice being said by Mark is a unique thing that I don't think anybody's ever really done, right?
No.
And you,
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but you did not want to do a voiceover at the beginning.
I did.
Care to explain that to the people?
I did not, because I didn't know how it was going to come across, because I've never done voiceovers before. And then when I told Selvin initially, I said, I don't think this is going to work. I don't think I'm the guy to do this. What are you doing? He's like, no. He goes, no. You have that voice. Try it. So we did the very first video, and it meshed. Everything meshed. The script, the voiceover, just blended. That's why I do this. It blended. When I do the voiceovers, I'm just gonna tell you guys this. It takes a long time, right? Not in one shot. I take time to actually make everything flow with the script. It has to flow, right?
100%.
Yeah.
And
So
you know what? Between the dynamics of the voiceover, the script, and then positioning ourselves to properly explain that business and give them their right representation, there's a lot of work that goes into it. That's why we tell people when we make a visit, it's a very executed plan.
and like even the way that we place the images and
Yes.
everything in the video, so everything's cut, right? It all flows into one dynamic
100%.
shot, right?
100%.
So the two of you just said your approach of splitting production tasks isn't typically seen amongst other creators, which leads me into my next question. You guys seem to upset creators sometimes by saying you're not influencers. Why do you say that?
Because we're not. Right off the bat, there's a commercial that we stuck at the top of our page, and that commercial, when we launched it, I believe a lot of people didn't bring proper context, or maybe we didn't give proper context to it because it was a commercial. Being transparent in the food scene is looked upon and frowned upon actually a lot, but we were very honest from day one. Guys, we're not here to trick you. We're not here to change your opinion. We're simply here to showcase businesses that we genuinely like and hope that you go there to visit them as well too. So when we came off and said we are not influencers, which was a big thing, I believe it rattled a lot of people. Not that influencers are bad, right?
Yeah, like we're not out to bash any of the influencers. Hey, you guys have your own lane. They have their own
their own
zone, right? So we don't want to portray ourselves as influencers. We do have a bigger purpose in this, and we're looking forward, right? The long game.
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot that goes into what we do, and if we call ourselves influencers only, it puts us in a box. There's business development, there's branding, there's research, there's storytelling. Oh my gosh, there's a lot that goes into what we do on a continuous basis. And the Foodie Bros brand itself is more than Mark and Selvin. It is a community that was built to help showcase some amazing businesses. And this platform that we've built is helping these businesses showcase what they do the best and the food that they offer to other people.
Okay, so to wrap this whole conversation up nicely, beyond showcasing great food, it's very clear that using your content to make a positive impact on all participants in this space, big and small, is a big part, if not the core element of why you do what you do. Your motto is everyone eats. Could you elaborate on that a bit more?
Yes, it's exactly how it sounds. We feel as if this is something that's very important to us, and it's a 3-step process to it. So it's the actual business owners themselves, by us providing them with a video or some type of advertising that helps promote their business, they're winning. The consumers themselves, by us showing trusted brands, companies, food items, they're getting value out of the content that we bring. And then us, whether we get compensation or future opportunities from doing content such as this, it's of value to us too. It might not come the time when we do it, but down the line, it eventually pays off. But that doesn't underline the fact that we do it because it's the right thing to do, and we're helping a lot of people in the process. It's like a multi-step thing, right?
One of the highlights of our visits, before we leave, we like to pay it forward to a customer that's sitting eating a meal or a customer that's in line. We like to pay for that meal. And if you see the smile that comes on their face,
It's priceless.
It's just priceless perfection.
Yeah, because we're not gonna eat all that food, right?
No.
So you'll see oftentimes in our videos, we walk over and we'll give a wing, we'll give a snow ice cream cone, we'll give, and then sometimes when we're comped a meal, we'll just pay for somebody else's meal. We believe in keeping the spirit of giving moving and moving forward. So you'll see that it's very rewarding for us to be in the position that we are. And we don't take that for granted. Foodie Bros is bigger than what you see here, and it will continue to get bigger.
Oh yeah.
I guess you can say at the end of the day, everyone eats. We've had some fun doing this episode. Please stay tuned to our next episodes. Follow us on Foodie Bros _TO on all platforms. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, man.
And
Facebook.
then now YouTube. YouTube, obviously, we're going to collab with the Influence series, so you'll get us here.
Yes,
We
sir.
can't wait to show you guys the other guests that are involved, and we'll try to release the guests about a week before its official drop, so you guys have a little bit of a teaser there.
Yes.
But until then,
Yeah.
we'll catch you guys later.
All right, we're out.
Peace.
Peace.
Do what you gotta do. Say what you gotta say. I don't like all this attitude. Play how you wanna play.